You're going to discover the best pricing strategy for your book so you can achieve maximum growth on KDP. Whether you've just published your book, you're trying to revive a new book, or you're trying to scale a book, the pricing is super important, and every price should have a specific goal. Now, if you've just published your book, you're still in month one, then your only goal should be to get the most amount of sales possible. You want maximum amount of sales in month one. This is because of the honeymoon period. If you haven't watched the honeymoon period video, I'm going to leave a little eye thing that just popped up on your screen right now. Click on that, watch the honeymoon period, come back to this video, and then you're going to understand pricing strategy. But month one is about getting the most amount of sales possible, which means everything you do for your book should be for the sole purpose of getting the most amount of sales. And that includes your price. So how do you price your book in month one in order to get the most amount of sales? So first of all, I like to take all my competitors. Let's just assume that these are my competitors. Now, competitors means books that are selling in your niche. If there's a book and it's in your niche and it's the same book as you, but it's not selling, it's not your competitor. Whatever that book is doing is not working. So it's not your competitor. You're not competing against it. So your competitors are books that are actually selling in your niche, because your customers are buying these books instead of your book. That's why they're your competitors. Now, every single one of these books has proof of sales because they're selling, because they're your competitors. Now, because they have proof of sales, that means that they're doing something correct that's working. And you can see what they're doing, take it, and then emulate it with your book. Now, when it comes to pricing strategy, if we look at this, then we know that $10.99 is a price that works, $11.99 is a price that works, $12.99 is a price that works, and $13.99 is a price that works. Now, if we're in month one, that means we have the lowest amount of reviews we're ever gonna have, and we have the lowest amount of sales data that we're ever gonna have. So our book is in the worst condition it's ever gonna be. So things aren't in our favor, which is why in month one, I like to price it the lowest price possible, but not the lowest price possible on KDP or in your niche or in your marketplace. I want to price it the lowest price possible based on proof of sales. So in this case, $10.99 is the lowest price of someone who is actually selling. Now you can go in the same niche, find someone who's selling it even cheaper, $8.99 let's say, but they're not selling. Now why are they not selling? It can be for many reasons. They might have a bad cover, they might not have many reviews, they might have really bad A+ content. There's many reasons why they might not be selling. But what I find is if I just launch my book and I price it super cheap, then people think it's super low quality, because cheap equals low quality. If I tell you that you can have a car for free, you just have to choose which car you want, the 10 grand car or the 100K car, you're probably gonna pick the 100K car. Now I know what you're thinking, oh, but I have to pay insurance and all of that. No, don't worry, it's all paid by me. You're still picking the 100K car because you know it's gonna be more valuable. You know there's gonna be leather seats inside and maybe massage seats and the nice little lights underneath. And it's gonna be fast and it's gonna be comfortable. It's 100K. I know not all 100K cars are comfortable, but you get the point. Cheap equals low quality. Now there's one very important thing about your price, and that's your perceived value. What's your perceived value? This basically means, based on the information that I have, how much do I think this product is worth? So if I give you two books, exact same niche, everything the same, but one is priced $7 and the other one is priced $24, which one seems more valuable? Automatically you go to the $24 because you're like, well, there must be something, there must be a reason that it's priced so high, and you want to know that reason. Now, if all of your competitors are selling at these prices and you price your one way cheaper than them, then your perceived value goes down. You don't ever want your perceived value to go down. You only want it to go up. That's how you actually make money. Now, because we don't have any proof that $8.99 sells, we go to the lowest price of our competitor with proof of sales, which is $10.99, which is exactly what I do with every single book for month one. Now, during month one, I'll gather a few sales. Let's say I gather 30 sales. Great. Now we move on to month two. Now, month two has a different goal, and that's steady growth. You want to show Amazon that you're growing steadily. And how do you do that? By keeping the same price. You don't want to be greedy. You don't want to collect profit as quickly as possible. You want to prove to Amazon first that your book can sell steadily for more than a month. And then once you prove that your book sells, then you can start testing higher prices. Now you have the same goal in month two as you have in month one, which is sales. And a lower price is going to give you more sales, as long as a competitor proves that that price will give you sales. Now, during month one and month two, there's one very important thing that you need to do, and that's focusing on your conversion rate. Month one and month two should be purely focused on increasing your conversion rate, because this is the most important thing. And how do you do that? Reviews, most important thing. A+ content, second most important thing. If you have these two, you're basically good. But just keep collecting reviews. If you come to me and you say, Barry, my book is not selling, and I'm like, how many reviews do you have? And you say 9. I'm sorry, I don't know what you want me to say. I'm not saying you can't sell with low reviews, but do you think your sales will increase if you have 100 reviews? Probably yes. So why not do it? Why not go collect those reviews? Now, by month 2, I usually have 50 reviews. Now at 50 reviews, my book is growing steadily, but I don't stop there. I keep going because I don't judge a book until it reaches 100 reviews. I don't back off the ads. I don't back off anything until it reaches 100 reviews. Now, depending on your niche, 50 reviews might be enough to see a massive conversion rate boost. Now, once you see that conversion rate boost, the algorithm picks up your book and starts expanding you for more keywords, and it starts showing you in more places. That's when your book grows exponentially. But that happens in month 3. Now in the 3rd month, the algorithm has already picked up your book. It has over 100 pieces of sales data showing that it can sell at a lower price, and you should start reaching 70 to 100 reviews by the 3rd month. If not, then you can reach it by the 4th month. That's okay, because you're going to be making money for a lot longer than you're going to be losing money if you do everything correctly and if your book is high quality. And also, I'm talking about high content book when it comes to this. If you're doing low content book right now, I would strongly suggest you start learning how to do high content books. There's way more money in high content books. But anyway, on the 3rd month, I should have around 100 reviews, maybe 70. This is when I can start testing higher prices. Now, how do I test it? I can just go one step higher. So I know that the second lowest one is $11.99. So I'm going to test out $11.99 and then leave it for 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, however long you need to gather the data that's going to tell you if that was a good decision or not. Now, if your book continues to sell well at $11.99 on the 3rd or 4th month, then great. That means that you can test out the next highest price, which is $12.99. Now at $12.99, you might see a little decline in sales. So maybe at $11.99, you get 120 sales a month. And maybe at $12.99, you get 100 sales a month. So you might get 20 extra sales with $11.99. However, you want to look at the profit, because that's all that matters. Which one gives you more profit? Because yeah, $12.99 might give you less sales, but $12.99 gives you a higher profit margin. It gives you what, like 60 cents more profit maybe? So you have to calculate to see if those 60 cents are enough for the lower sales to make more profit than the lower price. I hope that makes sense. Either this one is going to give you more profit or this one is going to give you more profit. You have to wait, gather the data, calculate it, and see. Now, if $12.99 is still working, then great. Keep pumping reviews into your book. Keep increasing your conversion rate, and then you can keep increasing your price. Now, that's how I like to do it. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I made is pumping my price super high because all I cared about was profit. Even though I didn't have enough reviews, or my A+ content wasn't good enough, or my book wasn't good enough to justify a higher price. If you go to a bakery and there's 2 sandwiches and one sandwich is priced twice as much as the other sandwich, your mind is going to think, why is this one priced higher? And then you're going to think in your mind, is this worth it? And if it is worth it, you're going to buy the more expensive one. And if it's not, you're going to buy the cheaper one. So if you want to increase your price exponentially, then you need to increase the value of your book exponentially. You want to make sure your book is worth the money, because no one's going to buy it. And even if someone does buy it, you're going to get negative reviews in the long run. And that's the worst thing you can do for your business. So start off with the lowest price with proof of sales, keep gathering reviews and keep increasing your conversion rate. In month 2, stick with the same price because you want steady growth. And then in month 3, when your book is actually growing and the algorithm has picked up your book, then you can start testing out higher prices. Keep collecting reviews because reviews are going to help you justify a higher price later on. Now, if I have 120 reviews and my competitors have 130 or 90 or 150, then I can start testing out the higher prices and I start getting a higher profit margin. I had a high content book at like $16.99 for a very long time. But as soon as I reached 150 reviews, I switched it to over $20 and I was still making money because I had enough reviews to justify the higher price. So reviews first, price second. That's how I like to do it. Now, I might be wrong. You might be doing something different and it might be working for you. And that's great because it's different for everyone. But I'm here to tell you my experience and what I've learned over the years. Now, if you enjoyed this video, click on the whiteboard. A little video popped up now on your screen. That video is even more valuable than this one. It's going to help you make a bunch of money on KDP.